And we are live. The date is the 5th of the 10th, 2025. The time is 25 minutes to 1 British summer. And it's going to get techie. T-minus 35 minutes until we have ourselves a Singapore Grand Prix formation lap. And it is range through changeable conditions. Oh, the humanity, meaning therefore, over to you, Reagan Meisters. Mention no names, Sir Lewis, Carl Davidson, Hamilton, and the four soon to be five-time champion, Maximilian Verstappen. Apparently, it's going to get techie. I'm telling you, 177 meters down to turn one, and it's George, and it's Max. Oh, the humanity. Bloody Nora Brundle struggling on his grid walk. Again, it's changeable conditions, chap. You're not going to be able to have a conversation with anybody. Not even Frederick Vasseur. He's caught in too many sponsors, ain't he? Oh no, Martin, you were there, but then you got outflanked, chap. 129 of you watching currently, do me a favour and smash the like. You guys are legends. I appreciate Z, John K, Walther, oh the humanity. On the back of your advice, Walther, you see me with a bloody healthy drink here rather than the usual Red Bull. I hope I haven't jinxed anything, Brett. Let's F1. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's race day, and I mean, I feel like we've waited long enough. It's going to get techie around here. Did we go through some? Let's go through some background bits and bobs, because this is important here, just so that your viewing pleasure can be enriched. Here's what you need to know, chat. So in the first instance, go on then, let me see if I can get our lap basics out. Here we go. So go on, sack that off. You don't need that. Winner around here. Those were the odds at the start of the race weekend. Now, however, they will have changed. Lando Norris, they thought he was going to win and drop it on pole. No chance. Now, of course, Maximilian Verstappen in conjunction with the one that they call King George Russell will be your joint favourites. Here are your lap basics. 4.9 kilometres around here. It was 52 laps last year. It will be 62 this year. 2024 winner was Lando Norris. Most driver wins, Sebastian Vettel. Most team wins, Scuderia Ferrari. High downforce each and every single time. You've seen it. They're dialing them in. Williams will be starting. Well, Carlos Sainz, I want to say, will be start. One of them starting from the pit. One of them starting from the back. Sainz is starting from the back. Albon is starting from the pit. Why? Because 85 millimeters is the maximum slot gap you can have as far as your DRS, and theirs were bigger. This is black and white here as far as the FIA are concerned. There is no wiggle room, no margin for error. You are either legal or you are not legal. Zach Brown currently having a word with Viaplay as Martin Brundle has to sit and wait. Oh, and by the way, it looks like Red Bull have done something, not least of which to their front wing. Look at that. The uppermost plane, practically perpendicular to the floor. What are we doing here? Track changes. Turn 2, resurfaced, through turn 3, 6, 9, 14, 16, all resurfaced. Qualifying head-to-head's irrelevant now, right? Recent winners and pole sitters. Your most recent winners, 24 was Lando. Excuse me, your most recent pole sitter was Lando Norris. But again, Mr. Mistakes. Mr. C's defeat from jaws of victory. Your most recent winners around here, Lando last year, Carlos Sainz in 23. Toe settings as far as Lando Norris was concerned, using him as a rear gunner. Sergio Perez in 2022, 2019, you've got Sebastian Vettel, and 2018, God tier Sir Lewis Hamilton. Since the summer break, look, 68 points is how many Maximilian Verstappen has accrued. In second place, if we're talking the summer break championship, post-summer break championship, George Russell, Oscar Piastri 40. Here's what's interesting about this. It's what you need to know about Oscar. The pick to click is as follows. In the first 8 races, or first 9, excuse me. 4 poles, 5 wins, OJP. Since then, in the subsequent 8 races, 1 pole, 2 wins. The trend is your friend until there is a bend. And of course, you've got the destructors. This has changed now. George Russell and Maximilian Verstappen were last of the late breakers as far as how many pounds and dollars they've cost their team by dint of their crashes. Now, however, George crashed in free practice, so Max Verstappen will stand alone. Therefore, here's what you need to know. This is important. Let's get in tech as we have a listen with Jake. This Jake fella, not a big fan, but I digress. Right, The pit lane limiter has gone up. It was 60 kilometers per hour last year. Is now 80. That means a couple of different things. In the first instance, it makes the two-stopper more attractive. Lest we forget, last year it was Lando Norris on a one-stopper. Started on hards, went through to lap 30, mediums. Checo Perez a couple of cycles before 2022. Won the Grand Prix starting on hards, 35 laps. Pit for a set of mediums. T-minus 19 minutes and 25 seconds remaining until we get yourself a race. Green flag conditions, pit stop 22.8. It was something like 27, 28, but now obviously you can go quicker in the pit lane. That makes a difference. Safety car, a discounted safety car pit stop, 11.5 seconds. That's what most of these will be looking to do. There have been a gazillion safety cars. There have been 15 races, 24 safety car, and most of them come before lap 30. So do not be surprised, therefore, chat, if we see a safety car between lap 0, the race start, and lap 30. That's when they happen most of the time. The weather's going to get more chaotic than chaotic, so I won't even speak to the weather. But you can see that there's rain in places. Max Verstappen went round. It feels like it might be an interstart. I mean, it's such a big track that this is what happens, right? You might get down to to turn 1 even. Nothing doing, nothing to see. But then when you get down to like turn 14 and turn 16, it might be something altogether different. It's in a different microclimate. Mention no names. Spa Francorchamps. It's going to get techie around here, mate. I'm telling you. And I cannot, for one, wait for it. There's another thing that I wanted to show you. Where's this bloody thing? Here we go. That's enough. That's your lot. Pit stops. Historically, it's a one-stopper. But again, two-stopper comes into play. Imagine that there's 2 safety cars. By definition, therefore, it would be a 2-stop race. It's going to get techie, chat. It is going to get a bit techie around here. But you know what? I'm here for it and I cannot wait. 200 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like if you are that way inclined. Oof, how nervous am I? T-minus 17 minutes until we get ourselves a cheeky formation lap. Mark, you're an absolute legend out here, chat. Gifting memberships, I appreciate you. Sir Mark Boots, each and every single time. Let me say this front and personal at the outset, even if I can get my words out. Make no apologies for saying this. This community, this fan channel, Cameron CC, ceases to exist, but for your industry, your availability, you guys turning up and holding my very noddy B-spec feet to the F1 flame. Do you know what I mean? It's a community. And if you are a brand new Elated Peddler, if you are not a brand new Elated Peddler, bottom left hand side of your screen, click the join. Who's this? I don't know who any of these bots are. I thought it was going to be like star-studded. What are we doing here? Matt's keeping the dream alive. Indeed he is. Starts the race 69 points adrift of Oscar. So what does Oscar do here? That's the who were all these? Oh, that's that singer, isn't it? Capaldi. Is that who that is? Have you seen? I haven't seen it. There's all these different theories running around as to whether Max got cost. Oh my gosh. That's the viral moment. Martin Brundle offered a handshake and got just denied the dude out of hand because he was moving on to the next one. Capaldi. There's your viral moment. Capaldi does one of these. How very dare Martin Brundle leave him hanging. I wonder if he does that by himself. Z, did I miss something? I'm a numpty over here. It's chaos. I read you're a legend. Thank you so much, Red. I appreciate you. Ad infinitum. Did I miss something, Z? That's really bad. Oh, visual legend. I bet on a red flag. Let's go. Matt Straw. Colapinto. What was the odds that you got visual? Appreciate you saying that, Z. You're a legend, mate. I would have missed that proper. Something's going on here with my... I need to sort out my bloody stream, don't I? Go on, let's have another go then, Cameron. Since you're so prepared. I'm up for this, chat. I am a bit up for this. Turn 1A. Who have you got? Let me know. Who makes it through to turn one first, do you think? I don't know. I mean, would you bet against Max Verstappen, especially now that it's bloody changeable conditions? Would one bet against Max Verstappen? Problem is for Max, it's only 177 metres down to turn one. And to boot, he's starting from the dirty side of the grid. Even numbers around there as far as grid positions. Dirty side of the track, non-racing line settings. 17-10. Problem is visual with the 17 to 10. You might get a cheeky red flag. I don't know. I think they'll be keen to just deploy a safety car and not do red flags. But I don't know. What do I know? Just going at the race it. Oh, he's going to go hard, isn't he, Max? He's not going to mess about. Imola, round the outside of OJP. Two trailer park girls go round the outside as if it were nothing. Matt said on Dutch TV that his side is less 100% Safak. The non-racing line, sadly. And only 177 metres go. But he's so aggressive. He's a moth to a flame. He won't be able to help him. So if he hooks up the start, then he'll have a go. Max and George will have a tussle at turn one, 100%. It is damp. Good evening, good much. Oh, where's the red? But Zane, I didn't do it. It's jinxy, isn't it? Walther put me off. Said I need to start looking after my health and staying away from sugar and taurine. Max has plenty of license points now. Not within. He's not a couple. He's not like it was before Austria. He's not 2 points away. Cam, no clue who gets the first corner, but I'm nervous about first corner incidents meeting. Go on. This is interesting because I just spoke to OJP in the leader. By the way, brilliant drivers parade. If you get a chance to go and have a look, not too bad. Not too bad. Mark, you will be careful. Fighting too much with Russell into turn one opens up opportunities for 100%, Mark. And this is the thing that Oscar spoke to just now. Oscar said something to this effect. If I get a start, if I get a launch, then I'll go for it. If I don't get the launch, I'll leave the likes of George and Max to fight for it. Can't bet against George into the first corner. Can you not, Zunes? I'll probably take that. And it's improbable. Don't get it twisted. I'm not disagreeing with you, Zunes. I think you're onto something, but it's Max Verstappen, is it? TWM. But George and Oscar too. Let's hope Kimi doesn't take. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Kimi. Rookie settings. And Kimi thought that the pole was there for him yesterday, didn't he? Had he not overdriven. Looks like new oscillation over thruster being installed on a Mercedes. Any chance Oscar gets P2 at turn one? Max to P1 or P3? Depends on George's start, right? There's lots of ifs and buts and maybes. I just can't bet against Max these days. I just won't do it. I've been burned too many times picking against Max. T-minus 11 minutes and 28 seconds till we get ourselves a cheeky formation. Max will have the advantage on the straight. Just not much, though. I think he'll have the advantage on race pace over George. That's my honest. I think it's warmer, isn't it? It's more humid. But I mean, it didn't hurt George's. It didn't hurt George's Mercedes yesterday. Something's happened to that W60. Everybody's bought front wings, and now all of a sudden, everybody's got a McLaren MCL 3.9 beta. It's bonkers. I don't know what's happened. No chance there to spat yesterday. Kimi will take out Piastri to equaliser. Oof, can you imagine? I mean, Taja just said it's going to be slick, so I'm curious what tyres they will choose. I think, look, if you're talking about the median lap when safety car happens, again, 25 or 15 races, 24 safety car instances. And the median lap will always be in the first 30, right, of 62 around here. So first half, what's up, Petroheads, TWM, Adidas. George looks good in them. I'm looking at that George. That George thing that he's got on that coat is giving me McLaren Vodafone vibes. Or Vodafone McLaren even. Who's ending up in the war today, Neil. I don't want to jinx it. George being thermo-cooled. Interestingly, Max has said he doesn't want the bloody... he doesn't want the drinks thing, does he? He doesn't want to feel it because the drinks, sorry, not the drinks, the coolant thing around his body, it has like a little wire by your hip. So Max says that when he leans on it, when the G-force impacts him going through some of these higher speed turns, that he doesn't like the way it feels. Hitman Tonelli. Osama bin Tonelli. Antonelli's getting all the nicknames this race weekend, isn't he? Yellow to safety car, hard from that. Oh, it's a good shout, Mark. But supposing there's no safety car, it's tough. But again, you've got to play the probabilities, and I think you're right. You start on mediums, but then what about inters? What about the rain? Like, what about there's so many ifs and buts and whatabouteries. George would kill his gearbox if he did that lap the whole way. I know he was going hard on it, wasn't he? Said that you're doing 70% more gear changes than the average on the calendar. Umarch, you're a legend. Watch George's on board. My God, he left no crumbs. Umarch, we talked. Incredible lap. If you squint your eyes, you'd be forgiven for thinking that that's a Max Verstappen lap. That's right. Well, you know, for me, I always realise that it's a chaos lap, a chaos dragon of a lap. But I'm scared, even knowing that George put it on pole, I'm scared that he's not going to keep it on track. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Who will cause the first safety car, says Caroline. Who knows? The Taliban. It doesn't work, Michael. It doesn't work. What's happened to it? I have no clue, Carl. No clue. Sporadic content creator. Genius, but sporadic. Like Diego Maradona. Do you know what I mean? You'll get him when you get him. I heard that you had some tax to pay. T-minus 8 minutes. Indeed, used. Indeed. Turtle Dove, you're a legend. I hope you're well. It's good to see you in here. Just popping in. Lots of love to the fact you're a legend, Turtle. I appreciate you popping in, and I hope your health is doing Max Verstappen purple sectors. Kimmy, what are the brakes, Antonelli? Hey, Turtle. Go on then. Your T-minus 7 minutes away now from a cheeky formation lap. It will be 62 laps. It will be 90 seconds at best towards the end of the dying embers. Changing conditions potentially, or at least for now, parts of the track are still wet. Your wind is coming in from the southeast at 4.0 kilometers per hour. Track and air temperature respectively 32.8 and 28.7 degrees Celsius. See Anthony Davidson at race control. This is good. Sky have upped their production, haven't they? They're going in. How long before we hear you? It's become a thing, hasn't it, Rod? That's the only. That for now is the only impression that I can. You must always leave a space. I think we'll hear it going into turn one potentially. Will he dive bomb the first corner, Mika? I think Max is off to a flame. Croft's sweaty settings, 100%. Enough is verting Lando to win. I mean, but you could you count out Lando? Stranger things. Problem is when it does start. T-minus 6 minutes. Yes. And then we get ourselves a formation lap, and I am nervioso. I don't want to hear anybody dissing my Ferrari boys today. Ferrari fans deserve peace too. Starting, loading. You must always leave a space. You must always leave a space. They've upped their production, haven't they, Sky F1? It's as if there were newfangled new media buds breathing down their necks or something. Round the outside into turn one. Lando will never win, says yes. With all due respect, I've already counted Lando. Oh, the humanity. They are going in, aren't they, Caroline? This is different from Sky Sports F1. They're doing a very good job of hyping up, because I think they need to. This is F1 for Pete's sake. And you watch anything else, bloody, do you know what I mean? NFL, the way they hype it, they have a whole day worth of NFL chat on Sunday before the game. Kamikaze, Osama bin Russell, Lord of the Rings settings. Yeah, he's Lord of the Rings. Very Lord of the Rings in this VT, but I don't hate it. This is what it's supposed to be like every Grand Prix, please. Sky F1. Pay far too much money not to have this Cameron CC settings. Start will be interesting. It's going to get very techie. Much good afternoon. Mind twist. Oh. And breathe. You don't like that. It's a subject topic that they keep shooting to the bugs. What they need to do, and again, you are welcome, Sky Sports F1. What they need to do, anytime somebody, it is a bit crazy. Anytime somebody, the VT, I like the VT press. I make no apologies for saying that. Well, here's what they need to do, chat. Twitter. Anytime a celebrity says, "Oof, it looks like Lewis Hamilton's going to get it," even though there's 3 laps, just flash that up on Twitter. Surely, am I being stupid here? Intro music indeed, Michael. It's like George gets an amazing pole. Look at his beautiful. Yeah, that's what they do. But we are, lest we forget, in the Drive to Survive era. Do you know? Verstappen on softs. Behave yourself, Mark. Oh, Max is on softs. Early safety car hope, isn't he? Or 2-stopper. Shoot. No, if there's an early safety... Go on then, Mark. Have I just got this wrong? I think I'm a bit topsy-turvy here. Your track circumstance, it will be 62 laps. It will be 5 kilometres. It will be a top speed of 323 kilometres, 200 miles per hour. Track lap record, 129.158. George Russell yesterday, 5.3 metres elevation, 62 laps, already said that. 134.486 is your race lap record. Oof, Sauce is dumb. Go on then, what do you think about that, Sauce? Do you think Sauce are dumb? He's looking to get right. Sauce, C3, C4, C5 is what Pirelli have bought. Right. If you're invested in track position, 1.5 seconds is the delta that you need to overtake around here. If you're just going to go overweight, listen, win it or bin it into turn 1, then put Sauce on Max Verstappen's car, right? It either works or it doesn't. If Max doesn't get into turn 1 now, Houston, Red Bull and Max Verstappen have a problem. If he does, then it's a genius thing. If Max gets into turn 1 ahead and then shortly thereafter there's a safety car, Max Verstappen is cooking with house money, chat. Because he'll go soft straight to hards and then go through to the end of the race. 62 laps. Oof, Max, what are we doing? You guys don't like it, do you? T-minus 2 minutes away from a cheeky formation lap. How do we know Max is on softs? Because, Walther, on the right-hand side of your screen, next to verse in second, you can see a cheeky S and a red circle. He's going for it into the foot. Yeah, that's it now. I can't breathe either, Caroline. It's going to get techie. I generally don't want to turn 1 scuffle. Too many points on the line for man. He's got to now very much. He's got to. He's played his hand. You know what I mean? That's the Queen's Sacrifice declined move. Checkmate in 4 moves, but you've got to go for it now. If it's still wet into sector 2 and 3, softs are the tyre to go for, in my opinion. Smart thinking from Red Bull. But the problem is it was wet about 45 minutes ago, eh? He wants clean air. George showed during qualifying that clean air is king. True. Very true. And I'm nervous, Sea Glazer. It is kind of a gamble for Max. I mean, sometimes over humanity, mate, and closing my eyes for turn 1, it's going to get techie. We'll sync on the red lights, by the way. I'm a little bit behind on my visuals. You guys feel free. Welcome. I will go mediums, then hards. Not if you need us. Not if you need to hook it up. Max. It says Crackosaurus, aka Josh. You could make a jump at the start and then drive 5 seconds off the pace to extend the stint. Exactly. That's what they did last year. That's what do you remember for ages? You just managed because you need 1.5 seconds, just like Carlos Sainz did Lando Norris in the dying embers of the race in 2023. You can just manage. The race lead always gets in front and just drive slow. This is Monaco, chat. 1.5 seconds for the avoidance of doubt is the delta that you will need if you're going to make and stick an overtaking manoeuvre around here. Queen's Sacrifice declare. Gary Kasparov settings. 608 if you're watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. If you like the stream, then like the stream. It means more to the channel than you might realise. And again, I do not make any apology for labouring this point. I thank each and every single one of you for your support and turning up and having the conversation about F Wonk, aka F1. Unbrief. We're about to get ourselves to... Oh my gosh, why am I so bloody nervous? More nervous than nerve things. Max Verstappen is on. So, I mean, if you weren't listening, friends, or maybe you just jumped in, who's going to nail it? I'm nervous as well, Walter. Pole position normally nails it. Sweaty hands, palms are sweaty, Jamie. It's time to race. Whoop, whoop. Cheers, everyone. Best of luck, peddlers. Go on then, we've got ourselves a formation lap. Max Verstappen already warming up the tyres. 645 if you're watching concurrently. What's going on, Sedan? Max Verstappen are risking it for the biscuit. For those of you who are just jumping in, Max Verstappen has put on soft compounded red label tyres. Jeez. Sam, here's hoping OJP. And they've given us, look, mediums. If you start on mediums, you go through to lap 29 and then put on a set of hards. Softs will go to lap 23. Oh, I've just typed the line. This is chaos. Oof, Giovanni, you're a legend. Matt's going to place the car diagonally in his box 1000%, just like Michael used to do, aiming it directly for George's racing line. 100,000% elbows out. And the role of the racing, Giovanni, you're far too kind, and you've nailed that more succinctly and eloquently than I ever could. Oh, the humanity, and breathe. A proper legend, Z. Max will jump Russell at the start. Oh, the humanity. How do you like yourself, some F1? Oh, God. Oh, breathe. I hate to be an F1 fan. You need a George emoji. Millhouse will do. And you know what? You know, once Max gets into lead, there's not. Yeah, that's if he does. You're a legend, Jomo. Either side of your screen. If you enjoy ingesting your F1, accompanied by some god tier metrics, multi-viewer, download it as an app on a PC or a laptop. Legends, you don't get better than that. So that, me too, Sam. As you know, Jomo, grab a drink, get comfy, and let's enjoy the race together. Let's go, Jomo. Moderator extraordinaire. Mad Max incoming. Z. Max said track has dried up. Oh, the humanity. 100% Walter. Cheeky look at Nostradamus. This team will implode if Christian Horner continues as team principal. We all thought he was mad, didn't we? Oh, the humanity. 717 if you're watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. Cameron Jr. trying to get in on the act. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous as well. Chat flipping Nora. Yeah, no, I had to mute temporarily because we had an interloper of the Cameron CC Junior variety. What is going on? Okay, we're seconds away from a race start and I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. Right. Got the back markers. Sync on the reds if we want. I'm a bit behind. I'll be a bit behind you guys because Sky Go and numpties. Oh my God. Okay. We're about. There's one red light, two red lights, 3, 4, 5. And we are go. George has got a good start. Max can't cope with it. Oh no, Max. No. Max into second place. But he's secured second. Oh, the McLarens come together. Papaya rules be dabbed. Oh my gosh. Lando knows through on Oscar. What the fudge? What happened to Papaya rules then? Wow. Lando Norris, don't write him off. He's come to play, hasn't he? Wow. Go on then. Jeez, everybody, that's chaos. Lando Norris, yeah. Straight in there on them medium yellow labelled compound tyres. Bad start from Max though. But that's not typical from Max. But again, he's got to play defense now, has he, Max? Lando's got damage. Oh, the humanity. What is going on? Hajar nails. Bloody Nora, chat. This is too chaotic for me. Lando Norris had contact. Just keep an eye. Well, do you mean you induced the contact, Lando Norris? Oh my days, says you. Karmic justice. What the fudge? Yeah, indeed. Touche, sir. This is indeed a world championship, Martin Brundle. And his drivers, yeah, Oscar's been very safe because he knows. Oh no, Lando, damaged wing. Oh my gosh, Oscar Piastri on a runoff area. This is chaos. This is far too chaotic for me. You know, I can't even cope with it. Right, the end plate is an advantage to Norris theoretically. Bloody no, but Lando's going down the road. He's hunting down Max Verstappen already. Look at this. And your boy needs to bloody change this, doesn't he? What are we doing here? Come on, Cameron, sort your life out, ya. That wasn't very team-like, but sure. He's not pleased with that, is he? And I wouldn't be either. Yeah, Oscar wants to ask questions there. But they won't give Lando anything. Remember, Lando's the prodigal son, right? The chosen one, the one that the powers that be. Look at that. Oh, he ran into Oscar. He had contact with Max and then Oscar. Lando will be fine, says Jomo. He'll be all right, won't he? I mean, he's making decent progress here. Right. Oh, currently, all right, so with one lap in the books, currently your biggest winners, Lando Norris up 2 places, Charles Leclerc likewise up 2 places, Alonso's nailed Ollie Behrman, Colapinto up 3, Sonoda-san conversely down 4 places. There's your biggest loser. Failed strategy by Red Bull. It hasn't worked out, did it? That start was not. But I mean, ultimately, he's still got track position, so he should be all right, Max here. He's just got to manage for that. And if he gets a cheeky safety car, come in, put on a set of hards. But where's the safety car, Ray? They're all being nice and polite. Lando's behaving like a bulldozer. Don't hate it. He's got to do something right. 25 points behind Oscar in the championship. It's time. As King George Russell of Kingston Norfolk goes quickest of all on a 139.149. 3 laps in the books. 60, 59 remain. There, Oscar Piastri putting pressure. So are we okay with Lando barging me out the way? What's the go there? Using the Aussie language. What's the go there? I love that. I do love that a lot. Oscar Piastri's not having it. Oscar isn't happy, and I wouldn't be. Don't touch. Lando needs to be taught a lesson. Oof. I mean, if papaya rules are papaya rules, then Lando shouldn't touch Oscar Piastri. What are we doing, Andrea Stella? Are we going to invert positions or what? Because you were quick to invert positions when Lando put in a 5.9 second penalty. A pit stop, excuse me. But you're not so quick to invert positions now, are we? McLaren, FIA. Listen, I think this is proof positive already with my tinfoil hat very firmly on that I think the powers that be are keen for Lando Norris to at the very least keep this championship alive for as long as possible. 20 laps. Bloody Nora. Yeah, of course. No further action, stewards. Of course. Yeah. What are we going to do here, McLaren? Papaya rules, yeah? It's techie. It was always going to get techie. And now it's just got techie than techie things because Oscar's like, invert position, bloody British Grand Prix. Like, do you know what I mean? You didn't invert then when I was on the downside of it. No further. No, yeah, Macon. No further. Clean air is king, of course. Like, what are we doing here? Chokers. Lando Norris, prodigal son. Yeah, the gloves are off now. The gloves have been off. Surf Source. FIA check-in and damage. Yeah, they won't do anything. It's Lando. Prodigal son settings. That's how we go racing. Rubbing is racing. Unless your name's OJP. What are we doing here? Absolute chaos. Yeah, but Oscar last year, Crofty, Oscar didn't touch Lando Norris. Stop doing that. Always play devil's advocate, these Sky Sports F1 Donnies. Why? Come on, Cameron. First lap rules, move out the way. OJP. Imagine, Jomo, that's what we're seeing. Sorry, people got you a legend, Craig Source. Appreciate you popping in, chat. That's chaos. I'm not loving that at all. We are 5 laps in the book, 58 left on the docket. George Russell gapping Maximilian Verstappen to the tune of half a second, last tour. Your runners and riders look something like this. George Russell leads from Verstappen, Norris, Piastri in fourth, Leclerc shortly thereafter, Antonelli, Hamilton, Alonso, Hadjar and Behrman round out your point scoring position. Your biggest winners off the grid, Lando Norris nailing OJP. Let's have a look at the race start again. Just didn't get the start, did Max? Too much bloody dirty. All the non-racing line drivers, the even numbers got swallowed. Testament to Max's start. Look at Antonelli. Where is he? All the way down in 6th. Loses 2 places. Yeah, he needed to see Max desperately trying to get on the racing line where there's some grip. Left side bad starters. Chaos. Sasha, I've been waiting for Lando to show up and show out. He did what we want him to do and stop being nice, gloves out. Maxwell did this 100%, Sasha. I don't disagree. Ugh. Charles Leclerc on Antonelli. Easy money. So go on then, where's Lewis? Lewis got Neto because Lewis was a dirty side driver, wasn't he? They've had cameras shot of the start speeds volumes. All the dirty side drivers, the even numbers, 2nd, 4th, 6th, all struggled. Bloody Nora, look at that. Behrman getting destroyed. You can't do that, Lando, can you? I mean, is this Lando's villain arc? Embrace it, therefore. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. If I'm an Oscar fan, I'm gonna be having words. Big words. No further action. Let's go, Oscar. That's not fair. If he has to avoid another car by crashing into his teammate, then that's not 100%. Safak, it's over. Like, forget the papaya coloured rule. Listen, I want Oscar to go scorched earth now. Forget it. I've been a nice guy thus far, but now it's bull feathers. No more Mr. Nice Guy OJP. Let's go. Look at Lando halfway down the track. I mean, fair play. I mean, Lando, if I were Lando, I probably did the same thing. But Oscar's been a patron saint. Do you know what I mean? Thus far. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, so no longer. Yeah, put the camera on Zach Brown. Yeah, you drink your tyre water, Zach Brown. Gonna need it, mate. Let's go, Luke Piastri going fair shake of the savage. 100%. Angry OJP's faster when he's getting nailed by Lando. But this is the problem. If Lando's so quick, yeah, why is it... Lando just becomes a god. Lando in the race after lap 3 and 4 just becomes Ayrton Senna. Still, I rise. My point is from Oscar's perspective. Oscar's bent the knee every single time. Invert, yes, sir. No inversion at the British Grand Prix to my detriment. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. If I'm Oscar, problems is the point that I'm trying to make. And just like that, no more overtake. Yeah, it would be as you were, right? Yellow flag, though. Remember, 1.5 seconds is how much you need. That's why you invest so much in the starts, right? That's why Lando went full send. And that's why Max intended to do. because you need 1.5 seconds or circumstances or safety car or strategy to get something done around there. Otherwise, it's going to be you need 1.5 seconds or a mistake to overtake. McLaren are the new Ferrari. They did look like the Ferrari means stuck on that bloody pit wall, didn't they? Let's go, Sir Russell and Mercedes. You're a legend, Tony. Yeah, the niceties GP is finished. Let's review. Review what? If I were OJP, I'd take this. Well, you can't keep with Lando is the problem. If we were keeping with Lando, be good for the sort of Tony, you're a legend proper. Tremors, right? Cam, did you see? I did indeed see. Michael, your love talk. That's your favourite topic, Michael. It is. The whole one is seeing it. Yeah. George looks planted. He's gone down the road, George. He's got this in hand, hasn't he? I wonder what odds you could have got on George Russell. To win the race, George Russell was 20-1. Ergo, Tony, you're a legend out here gifting memberships. If you're that way inclined as a brand new member, get yourself over to the community tab and get yourself in on the Discord. George Russell, per my cheeky cheat sheet in front of me, he was 20-1 before a wheel was turned this weekend to win the race. Less than 5% of the time, therefore. And to put it on pole, George was 25-1. Holy smoke. How are the tyres? Pace is good. I think I'm a lot quicker, says Matt. Well, then overtake. Well, then if you were so much quicker, Lando, why didn't you put it on pole? It's a problem, chap. You're quick when it doesn't matter. Oscar Championship is now cemented. Congrats. You think Dynamite? Oh, because, fair. I understand. Cam, you need more memory, mate. 100%, Michael. But you got your Max Verstappen one, chap. What do you want me to do? I can't wait to hear what Mark Webber had. Oh my gosh. No more Rolex, as far as these McLaren bods are saying. That's what David Coulthard said, wasn't it? No, 5, if you're watching Coca-Cola, do me a favour, smash the stream. Yeah, of course, Cameron. If you like the stream, like the stream. I'm praising tough driving from any driver. I don't hate it still, I rise. I'm not, well, all I'm saying, yeah, is be consistent, McLaren. I don't like the way McLaren are handling it. Invert when Lando's on the benefactor of some downside action. But when it's Oscar, yeah, British Grand Prix, no inversion. What's the realistic chance of going softs to mediums after around 20 laps? So I said, Martin Brundle said around lap 15, Max will be feeling it. Why mediums though? 2-stopping. But you can't, there's no point in doing the 2-stop unless you got track position, is the issue. I think I'll go hards. Max will be forced to go hard. George is awful active on this brake bias when he's going full send. At this point, I'm not even surprised. Driving this well, no one gives him any credit. He's wild. Easy G. Talking about Lando. No, he's quick. They ain't gonna get twisted. Stop it, Cam. On the Lando thing. Go on then. Look. Are we gonna have this conversation? Nobody's gonna. Okay, so maybe this is something of a nothing burger culpability causation apophenia potentially. But as far as I see it, I think Oscar Piastri is well within his right to be fuming. Where's the hype feature? I know it's somewhere, isn't it? Everybody keeps. Apparently, this new hype feature. If there is a hype button somewhere, you guys can press it. It really helps. Apparently. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm talking about George. Oh yeah, no, George is gone clear. He's not bad. He's not bad at all. He's King George. It's a good shout. Max is the bottleneck now, eh? 5.2 seconds is the delta between Max and George Russell. Bloody Nora, what am I doing here? I'm such an idiot. Okay. All right, we've got ourselves going on. What's going on? I never know how to pronounce your name. Deus, Dux, De, Duh, and Duh. Swipe the chat. Can you hype this, guys, if you know how to hype it? Because it apparently it matters. Swipe the chat on the main page right. I need to try and do that. Oscar is mid, and so is Lando. Behave yourself, Pete. Oscar's been really good, I think, apart from last race. But he's just playing defense, isn't he? Said as much. If he gets a start, he'll go for it. If he doesn't get a start, then he won't go for it. Exactly. They can't race for Lando, so he's done. Ugh. Alonso creating pit stop gap. So go on then. Oh, that's a good shout. Do you even know how to spell career? The live. I'll have a look, John. If you can like and hype the stream, then hype it, because it does bits apparently for the channel. Go on then, chat. For your race context is as follows. We're currently on lap 12. Bloody Nora. So Max Verstappen is managing, isn't he? Trying to make those softs go as long as possible. He'll pit anywhere between lap 15 and 20. We are currently on lap 12. We have 51 laps left on the docket. George Russell has the whip hand 6 seconds down the road from Max Verstappen in second on soft compound tyres. Critically though, they gambled. They went for it at the start and it did not pay off. Lest we forget, Max Verstappen is starting on the dirty side, even number grid position. Max Verstappen in second, Norris in third, Oscar Piastri fourth, Charles Leclerc, one of the biggest winners off the grid, alongside Lando Norris, up into fifth. Antonelli sixth, Lewis Hamilton running in seventh, Alonso in eighth. He's doing some dodginess, isn't he? Agile ninth, Bearman in 10th. As you were, Claude. The British bias is always evident. Verstappen Al Gaib. Deliver us, but Harry's also so quick. All of a sudden, I know. I thought the Mercedes was a cool temp merchant as well, but they've brought a new wing, and all of a sudden they've got it activated around the track where the wind currently coming in 7 kilometers from the south. The track temperature 34 degrees Celsius. Ambient is 29 degrees and humidity 73%. What's going on? Insane. Michael Nelson record of time, but when the team needs it, nothing. What a joke. They chastised Oscar for even daring to overtake Norris in Hungary. Yet, when Norris hits two cars, Crofty's got nothing to say. I know, he does feel a bit. I want to defend the British bias thing, but I don't know. Can we all go to sleep now? No chance. I'm going to laugh when they mess up Lando. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, Brett. Don't jinx it, mate. Imagine if they mess up Lando's pit stop and then this race ask Oscar to invert. It's about time for the Tsunoda-san to take one for the team. Oh my gosh. Conjuring reminiscences of 2008 and Crashgate. No. Do you remember a couple of years ago, the Max Verstappen, they says, thought Tsunoda-san had done something for the team, didn't he? Remember he parked it up because he had a DNF. Reliability issues. I think Piastri should touch Norris, have a little dance, and Max gets a crow. Giovanni, you're a legend. I appreciate you, sir. Far too kind as always. Would be good. We've got Red Bull coming in or coming out for a cheeky pit stop. Would be good to get both papayas. Would be good to get both papayas on the podium just to watch the, oh wow, the interaction of the cool down room camera feed. Multi 21, Seb. Yeah, that would be really, really good. It's unlikely though. I don't think it's going to happen. Max undercut. You've got an errant. Oh, you've got a wheel. Get hold of the wheel, Sauber. What are we doing? Max Verstappen, cheeky 2.1 second pit stop, comes out. I know it's Yuki, it's not Max yet. Excuse me. Some dirty air. Tell Stappen revenge bombing on Lando. Incoming scene. No, he hasn't got the pace yet. Although he's close, look at that. Lando, oof, look at the back. I mean, carbon fibre zone is just, how that's not a safety car, I just don't understand. Thank you, Lando. So Lando currently 1.2 seconds adrift of Max. So the story of the race will be Lando on Max, right? Remember when Max said, I will remember that. Lando, if you try and go up the inside of Max Verstappen, you're going to find out. It's too soon, mate. Lando is Lando's leaving no stone unturned. I mean, look at him. He looks incredible today, Lando. Now that he's played himself into the crease, it's punk. My story, and I'm sticking to it, says Delaney. British bias. Lando, behave. Don't you dare touch Max. He's going to go for something, but he needs to be careful because Max will remember from yesterday. I think a spiteful Max is a very spiteful Max. I think it could get tech here. 900 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour. If you like the stream, then like the stream. Also hype the stream, please. Can Russell survive the heat? He's got his vest on. You're a legend, Jomo, with the merch. Hype button is not there for some reason. I need to have a look. John K said the hype button is there if you just scroll right. What in the Monaco Grand Prix? Exactly that. 1.5 seconds is a lot. Again, another cheeky shot of a wag. Lando Norris's missus. Margarita somebody. I overtake more cars. Yeah. We are currently 3 or 4 cars window. All right, so Lando's going to box opposite, isn't he? I don't understand why Matt started on softs. It's a slower strategy, at least, according to Pirelli. Carmen, he took a gamble, right? They went 10 toes down on the track position. Thesis: if you could get ahead, then he can control it and do whatever he wants, right? But he couldn't get ahead. He was on the dirty Lando's left front wing, chaos TWM. But he doesn't care. It's almost made the car quicker, right? Like Charles Leclerc's car at Suzuka. Rapid. Russell's foundation will behave yourselves there. Don't understand why Matt started us after I heard that. Go on, and the softs, as far as pit window opportunity, anywhere between lap 20 and 25. Mediums, 26 to 32. Your gaps up and down the grid currently look like this. George Russell gapping Max Verstappen to the tune of 8 seconds. Oh, the humanity. Another 1.3 seconds down the road from is Lando Norris, who in turn is 5 point something seconds ahead of Oscar Piastri. Interesting this. Yeah, George has done this. How dare the bookmakers. George is stealthy here. That's chaos that he's done this. As if the qualifying performance wasn't impressive enough. Look at this. Gone down the road, bring back good grid girls, say Sparrow. Wow, look at George Russell go. Problem is the grid girls are like half the calendars After races on the current calendar, couldn't do it right in the Middle East. Max is going to make life hard for Lando Norris already. 1.3 seconds. I think Lando's quite close to having the. I think even if Lando had the 1.5 second delta that he needed, I think he'd struggle. Lando wants to be a bit strategic here. He doesn't want to rinse his tyres, and he wants the box opposite to Max. Are they looking to box him? Hang on. So go on, 23. If 23 seconds is your delta, so then he'll come out 24. So come out before. What? Why are they looking to pit him? I don't think they're looking to pit Lando. I think I got a commercial and it's not playing. I think, yeah, dummy call. There you go, Umach. That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to box opposite to Max to get themselves. No, Cardamom, I don't believe it. He's not boxing. He won't box. Oh, Aldo, you're a legend. I appreciate you, mate. Fake by McLaren. Why would they box Lando now? If they do that, that's just ridiculous. Stay out. Look at that. They tried to, yeah, dummy signal. They're trying to trick Matt. Look at Lando's bloody front left end plate, or his left end plate even. Oh, you're a legend, Joma. I appreciate you, mate. Do me a favour, if you like the stream, then like the stream per Joma. You can't fool me, McLaren. It makes sense. They're going to box opposite to Max because they need themselves some clean air and some Michael Schumacher hot laps back to back to back to try and make sure when Lando pits that he comes out ahead of Max. Yeah, they tried it, didn't they? Amateur hour. For the avoidance of that mind games by McLaren. Clever. OJP is slow. He needs to get a move on if he wants to get that. No, he's not. Lando's ridiculous around. This is the problem. Look how fast Lando is around here in the race. So why then did he not put it on Paul? Or why was he not closer to Paul? Because he's an underachiever, a perennial underachiever. I'd be happy with Lando wing. I don't think he's going to change the wing. Why? Super quick enough. Max's softs are cooked proper. Yeah, Umant should be struggling here. Umant should be, well, couple of laps remaining. I think Max will try and go long. He'll try and if the window's between lap 20 and 25, rest assured Max will try desperately to get to lap 25. Especially, I mean, Lando's not going to overtake him. What's the risk? He's going to go ultra long, easy G, 100%. Team Tangerine is trying. And the reason why Max goes long is because you then reduce the tyre offset, right? If tyre offset is a sliding scale, the longer that Max is able to go, the more that he eats into Lando Norris's tyre offset advantage. Remember, Lando started the race on mediums, Max Verstappen on softs. He's going to park his car, right? One box dummy. Max is cooking Lando's tyres for, yeah, agreed. Dirty air. Let me show you what dirty air looks like, is what Max is going to say. Is he within DRS yet? Not yet. 1.2 seconds to the delta. Huh. Oh my gosh. Oscar's fuming there for Safak. Oof. Pit crews can get extremely tribal, supporting their respective drivers. Teams within a team. Can someone spell pit stop sabotage? All eyes on Lando's pit stop. Lando was sliding around the track a lot. Max can last soft tyres for 30 laps. It would be impressive. Maybe. No more rain. Never found the hype button alive. I appreciate you, Remco. I'm a technical noob. Right. 20 laps in the books. 43 remaining. All right, here's Red Bull movement. Max Verstappen is in the pits. They've gone for lap 40. Are they? But surely they're not boxing Lando. Okay, so McLaren feel like they've dummied Red Bull, but I don't think they did. 9 seconds. It's going to come out behind Alonso, isn't he? Max, that's not a good look. Come on, Max. Get a move on, mate. We kind of need you to come out ahead of Alonso here. Oh, it's close. There we go. Well done. Oh, it's close. Just barely. Flipping Nora. Okay. Good. He's got ahead of Alonso, so now he's got clean air in front of him and he can crack on. Yeah, very smart by Red Bull. Yeah, very, very crafty from Red Bull. Praying for a slow Lando pit stop. I don't want to pray for anybody's downfall. I feel like that's horrible. However, now you're outlap. Michael Schumacher outlap. The undercut is really powerful around Singapore, says Crofty. Go on then. The gap between Lando. Remember, he needs 22.9 seconds for a pit stop, does Lando. 10.5 versus, oh my gosh, Max Verstappen is on one here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they need to pit. The undercut's too powerful. Look at this. Max Verstappen is nailing it. Oh my gosh. Look at Lando. I'm freaking out at the delta between Lando and Max and how quickly Max is eating into Lando. And McLaren are going to sit down there. Bloody Nora. Lando, okay, Lando goes green. Don't hate that. But yeah, and still 10.5 plays. No, he hasn't got enough. Look at that. He's only got 20.5 seconds. Undercut is king around here, chat. Look at that. 20.6 is the gap. You need 22. Where's that time gone? Bloody Nora. They're going to give this away, ain't they? Max went hard because he's going to go through to the end, Tony. That's why. He needs to go like 42 laps on them tires. Not looking to pit again. Calm down, Cameron. I will not. Ollie, people keep telling me that I need to change my person. Listen, if there's one lesson, if there's an axiom to lead life, don't listen to anybody when they tell you to change your personality. Somebody told me the other day, oh, talk more professional. I said, you mean, oof. Nearly a kiss between Hajar and God. I said, talk more professional. I said, you mean talk more professionally? Can we use the proper adverb? It's like clown show. Don't listen to anybody. Be yourself, chat. Do you know what I mean? Life is too short to pretend to waste time and energy and bandwidth trying to pretend to be something or someone that you're not. Already gained a second. Maximilian Verstappen down the road. 30.5 as plays 10. 20.5 second is the delta between Lando and Max. Max is going to... Fernando, we've got to drudge up our own USP, surely. It won't be for everyone. It won't be for everyone, but you guys are legends. I appreciate you and the support. Yeah, 100% Alonso. I don't want to get into any Tony Robbins talk, but I mean, we try out here. I don't want to come on here and be a douchebag or anything, but no, I won't bend the knee to any of these other F1 muggles. What are we doing here? Go on then. 22 laps in the books, 41 left on the docket. George Russell has been dominant to the tune of 9.8 or 9.6 seconds now versus Lando Norris. Lando's trying to do something here, isn't he? But they're being told of the McLaren, stick to your delta. I think this is going to be a problem. 20.8 seconds. 100% Clive. Yeah, always be Batman. We need personality. Do you know what I mean, Remco? The space is full of bloody cardboard cutouts. Free to push now. I'll try, mate, but everything is working against me this race. Oh, bless Verstappen. He's not loving it. I know he's not loving it. Is Max. To thyself be true. Very, very well said, Jorbar. What is that from? I should remember that. To thyself be true. I should know this. Tell them to walk the plank, yeah. But buzz off. Kick rocks. Anyone want to hear what Max just said? Max just said this race isn't going my way. He's been told to push by GP, but he goes purple. Look at that, 36.3. Yeah. Oof. Wow. .4 is the delta between Max and Lando. Meaning, therefore, I think Max has the whip hand here. He's just going to come out in front. I don't think his tyres are going to fall off that much to where Lando or anyone else is going to be overtaking towards the dying embers. Lando has indeed, Lando has not pitted yet. Only Max are the top runners because Max was on softs. Pit stop window for softs 20 to 25, for mediums 25, lap 25 to 32. Hamlet, there you go. There you go, mate. You guys are scholars proper. Look at that. Lando is gapping. 9.1 is the lead that George Russell has, but I think George will be just managing at this stage. Giovanni, I appreciate you, far too kind as always. Your pure class, your passion and knowledge are the reason why I come here. The community is a reflection of its leader. I wish I were capable, fit to be your leader, Giovanni. I'm led by you guys, genuinely. Yeah, that's my pace. My tyres are dropping, says King George. I appreciate you, Giovanni, saying that. Max heads towards Lewis. 26.3, 2.5 seconds is the delta between Lewis and Shaw. Lewis and Max, excuse me. Adi Behrman comes in the pits. Oscar, please undercut. They won't let him. What undercut? You think they'd let him do the undercut? Oscar will be begging for the undercut. They won't let him at all. Seven, eight. Oh wow, Lewis. That is chaos for Lewis. Wow. Lewis 1.5 seconds slower than his teammate last time round. And his teammate's on hard. Fresh hards though. Sparry. It's got to be that. I can't be old media right here, chat. Old media. I was watching somebody the other day. Currently, Leclerc is seconds behind. Leg feels low. Don't want to lose track position. Go for it though. At Oscar, the undercut is powerful around here. I was watching a podcast the other day and they get really good guests on. They've had Lewis on, they've had Ted Kravitz on there recently. I don't want to give them any more credit than I've already given them, because you guys all went and watched the Ted Kravitz podcast that I cited a couple of weeks ago. And their numbers did one of these because you guys all went and watched it. Problem is, though, for old world media, when they're, we get all the best guests. We've got Lewis Hamilton and Ted Kravitz. But it's all us and them. It's all like Chinese walls and did it. And I hate that. It makes me itch. This thing that F1 has a tendency of doing. If past his prologue, very slow from Lewis. Just makes me... But you were not staring. Some BS for Oscar. Clean, I don't disagree. Lewis boxing out the way, yeah. But I mean, opportunity for a cheeky undercut, maybe. No. Undercut George in 5 laps. So 27 seconds is the delta between Verstappen and George. The one to watch, though, is the delta between Lando. Lando's going to come out way behind Max. So what's... Max can win it, Ollie. Huh. Can Max win this race? Go on then, we need to get a poll out, don't we? Can Max win this race? Oh, they're pitting George. They see the risk. They read you. Ollie, if they do a decent pit, but Mercedes do have a dodgy pit stop in their locker. All eyes on the George pit stop. Quick, 2.5-ish. Yeah, there we go, 2.5. Don't hate that. Yeah, George, yeah, just come out and cover off Max. What's the point? So Lando Norris has the lead. The delta between Lando and Max currently 17.7 seconds. Antonelli's bit of a slow pit stop. 3 maybe? 2.4. Max Verstappen goes purple, putting the pressure on. Oh, look at that. The gap between George and Max. Oof. Oh, 3.2 seconds. Lando. No. Morning, Kaori. What's going on? You see the beef? Lando is not willing to let anybody pit before him. As Max Verstappen goes purple. Oh, so now, all right then, cool, bro. So you were looking to give, yeah, all right then, perfect, Lando. You know what? I tell you what. Before as Lando approaches this pit stop, the racing gods. Do you know what I mean? They are spiteful sometimes. Do I not like this? No. Piastri needs to get left to his own devices. But I mean, look at the gap. Why are they so bloody conservative? The gap between Oscar and Charles is 27 seconds. I mean, you only need 24, less than 23. We've got all eyes on Nando's pit stop. It was a good one. Fight. John Cabby, walk on Cam, just awake. I'm all right, Kaori. It's chaos though. Beef down at McLaren. I'm desperate for them to get in the cooldown room together. Just a lovely bit of favouritism, Cameron. Max way ahead of Lando. 100%. Cleaned him out. Oh, go away with Ty offset. Ty, is the stream lagging? Let me know if the stream's lagging. Drop a 1. Cam never change unless you want to become a friendly flying old veteran. That me to Silverstone save you. No, it's Sebastian. I'm not trying to change. If the stream's good, drop a 1 in the chat. If the stream's laggy, drop a 2 and I will change something. Oof. Oh no, Isaac Hadjo with an engine issue. Okay, 1. Thank you. Why do I keep saying 3, Shad? You're a legend. 3 to 4 texts. I appreciate you guys letting me know. Thanks. Okay, so we'll crack on with the stream. We're good for now. If you're experiencing issues, come out and come back in, I think. Max is faster than Russell, but he needs to be a lot faster, eh? 1.5 seconds is the delta. Oscar comes to pit in, and he will be behind. No, he'll be behind Lando, but ahead of Oscar. Oscar. Yeah, of course, chat. And now you put Oscar behind. Sabotage! Is he going to come up? He'd be ahead of Lewis, but behind Alonso. What are we? I don't understand, chat. What are we doing? I mean, and then they can't sort out. They can't sort out Alonso's. Oh no. Yeah. Papaya rules. That is insane, chat. It's manipulated, man. It's manipulated. R.I.P. OJ. Insane. Slow pit stop for Oscar. This is a sham. Papaya rules payback. The racing gods. Can you spell sabotage? Honestly, they can't do 2 pit stops right. There's something wrong with their pit stops right. And season today, it has been Lando that's been on the receiving end of all the slow pit stops. Oh, for crying out loud. What are they doing? It hasn't cost him too badly. He's just 10 seconds behind. He's going to be fuming, though. He's going to be very angry. The delta, look at Max Verstappen closing in on George Russell here on these hard compound tyres, but we are as we are, or as we were even. I'll bet my kidney that OJP regrets 100%. He'll regret Monzo, regret the like it's chaos. Invert. invert what and how. That's insane, chat. That's insane. He's matching George, isn't he? 4.0 is the pick to click. The delta between first and second in George and Max. If you would speak to me every lap, I would disconnect the radio. He was always leaves me. Oh my gosh. Go on then, chat. 53 laps left on the docket. George Russell leads from Maximilian Verstappen in third. In second, what's wrong with me? In second, Lando Norris in third, 8.4 seconds adrift of the race lead. Oscar Piastri having been screwed over. What is going on here? Sky Sports, why don't you make some more noise opening whatever can that was? Insane. Sabotage. That is, it feels like, you know what, this is a Pofferneer, isn't it? 101. A nothing burger per se. Yeah. Is this sabotage? Is this sabotage, chat? We need to get a cheeky poll out, because that's the question that everybody's going to be asking now. Is this sabotage? If I were an Oscar fan, we'd be scorched. I might have to assume Oscar fandom for the reaction video shortly hereafter. You guys let me know. British bias, says Michael. Because when it's Lando, it's just racing stuff. Yeah. Stop it, Cam. Easy G. Because when it's Lando, it's just racing spot. Max managing pace based on Lando and George's 100%. That's a smart thing to do. 1,000 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. I make no apologies for labouring the point that I'm grateful ad infinitum ad nauseum to each and every single one of you for your support of the channel, for continuing the F1 discourse, for not being old world media oriented and having this conversation assume Oz accent. I can't do it. I wish that I could, Benzi. I wish that I could in the end. Did you hear him said, what's the go on that? Yes! I've got a really good friend in us and he'd say exactly the same thing. What's the go? What's the go on that? Charles Leclerc, 60% battery left. Antonelli's used the Ford of his. I don't think they sabotaged him. Is that not the same thing though, Derek? Obviously, Oscar gets the place back. How could anyone be a Lando fan? He's all right, Lando. I don't hate it. I don't hate Lando. First lap incident was just BS. The question, of course. Oh God, if it wasn't for you, lovely people, this channel wouldn't be nothing. 100%, Joe. You said it better than I could. Wouldn't call it sabotage when Lando had force. True. This is true, Dwight. This is true. There's a fine line between sabotage and incompetence, though. Per Hanlon's razor, never attribute to malice that which you can chalk up to stupidity. I voted yes, but honestly, it would be too risky. McLaren as the constructors in the bag could be sabotage, could not be. Now that they've had the constructors, the conversation about sabotage is just going to get more and more. Remember, George was overtaking last year, was overheating last year and year before, might make mistakes towards the end. Somebody was just talking about this. Oh, it was George in the pre-race interview was saying that towards, like, after you get past lap 40, you just you flag. They're all human ultimately, irrespective of how good or bad they are as drivers or whatever. Right, let me do that. You guys are legends, by the way. I appreciate you. I don't say that tongue in cheek. Cam, did you see Max's laptop? I'm just trying to do. I need to bloody do this thing. Any rain? No, only pre-race. About 30 minutes pre-race, it was rain. I don't think there's any more rain forecast, sadly. Sadly. Benno, you're a legend. Welcome. Latest member. Go and get yourself over to the community tab if you are so inclined, and get yourself onto the Discord, using which we continue the F1 mode of discourse. As always, Russell managing. Max will be out of tyres. He will run out of tyres, but will anybody be able to overtake him? I wouldn't bet on it. I just 1.5 seconds. Lando will need all of his brave pills to overtake Max at any point in this race, I promise you. T-minus 29 laps remaining, 34 in the books. Your runners and riders. George Russell has the whip hand in first position, top step of the podium. Max Verstappen 2.8 seconds behind him. Max Verstappen is indeed coming at King George Russell of Kings Lynn, Norfolk. Crofty behind him, he's got Lando Norris 7.3 seconds down the road from first place. Oscar 16 seconds behind in fourth. Then comes Charles Leclerc, aka modern day Jean Alesi, Antonelli Lewis, followed by Lawson Stroll and Carlos Sainz. Carlos has done well, eh? How's Carlos done that? Starting from last. Has Carlos not pitted or something? What's going on there? Is Hamilton going to come in at 6 or 7? I mean, Crafty trying to bang the hype drum. Max to avenge Oscar. To avenge. Is Verstappen catching Russell? He is indeed 2.8 seconds. You're a legend for sticking with us through this unfortunate sneeze fest. Let's say it's been all right. I don't want to be too disparaging. I think it's been all right. I've appreciated it. Alonso votes no. Is Russell managing? I think Russell might be managing a tad, but he said already that he gets tired around lap 40, does George? Expect, therefore, errors of the unforced variety to start creeping in. That was a very hard wall snug, 100%. Russell will crumble under the not insubstantial pressure of Maximilian Verstappen. Norris over the radio. What's Lando saying? What did Lando say? Lando is being reminded to drink. RB on soft tyres was a blunder. I'm not sure. I think you can't look at the outcomes and say that the process. You can't judge how good or bad the processes were by dint of the outcomes. Just because it didn't work out, doesn't mean it wasn't a good play. George Russell getting gapped by Maximilian Verstappen to the tune of 1/10 each of the last sectors. Have a drink. They really do, baby Lando, don't they? Oh, get the braking zone done ahead of time into turn 16 and get on the throttle a bit earlier on the exit. So, with the hard tyres last, 100%, he'll be all right. You won't need to pit again. Take that one to the bank. You're a legend, you know. No, OJP's nearest makes no difference. The same gap, 9 seconds, right? Salute to everybody vibing. You're a legend, Jomo. Proper legend. Oof, he's in the side mirrors. Here for it too, Carmen. Red Bull have fixed up, haven't they? They've sorted themselves out. It's the upgrades, and it's the front wing, and it's the perpendicular upper plane, and the wing beam, and the brand new rear wing, and the floor fairing. They've bought some upgrades, and all of a sudden it feels like they've got a quicker. Remember to breathe, Lando. That's so good. Sky Sports coverage is so boring. They need to get James Allen back on there. James Allen, alongside Brundle, Ted Kravitz, bit of Peter Windsor. Stop showing wags. We don't care. Oh yeah, they've gone again for Carlos's, haven't they? Rebecca Donaldson. Great personality. You need to look up Lando's modelling shoot. Black leather. We talked about it, Jamie. I've promised that I'd never flash it up again on here. 2.9 seconds. Is the delta. Look at that. It is 2.9 seconds. Max Verstappen is trying to gap George, or catch him at the very least, with a view to induce some mistakes, just like Damon did Michael Schumacher in 1994 Adelaide. We glaze him regardless. The odds on George winning, I mean, flipping Nora, 20 to 1. Teach me how to race, Dynamite. How very dare you, mate. Mistake by Max 8 ain't so, Mark. You can't afford to. Oh, yeah, 4.7. He was 2.8 seconds before. Keen eye, Mark, sir. A keener eye than me. He was 2.8 seconds adrift, wasn't he? Cheeky eye, Max. They're showing it now, the mistake. Max did make a mistake. I reckon a cheeky lockup. Same place as yesterday, weren't it? Shoot, Max. He was ready to go down. Oh, Max. Shoot. Too hard to drive, Max says. Gearbox is killing Max. Anyone put money on George? No chance. That's that 20 to 1. 25 to 1 to set it on pole and win, respectively. You could have made some decent money if you'd figured George, but I didn't think. I thought it was going to be Max, I'll be honest. Max, oh my gear. Yeah, problems, eh? Alonso trying to go down the outside of Isaac Hajar. Cheeky switchback. It looks like Alonso just playing with Hajar here. Actual racing witness. Don't hate it. Meaning, therefore, that Alonso's got time on Isaac, eh? Lando must have left dirty air there last time around. Bloody Nora. Alonso setting him up. Look, he's gone for the switchback. He's setting it up, isn't he, Alonso? Oh, Alonso goes at the inside, but Knight turns into the outside. Yeah, Alonso's got time in hand on Isaac, bless him. That racing bulls isn't racing bullsing, is it? Verstappen holding Norris and Oscar catching them both. Lando must have left dirty. You're jokers. Great defence from Hadj. I don't hate it, especially considering he's got engine issues. Good shout, EMP. 900 of you watching Kakura, do me a favour and smoosh the like trophy for the hero of the race. Yeah, he's talking about Hajar. No. What's going on, Brian? Look at what we're telling. Could it be that Lando damaged Max's car? I think Max. I think we would have heard about it. And I mean, it was a love tap. It wasn't a big hit. Oscar was already behind. It's not the same situation. Huh. He's falling back. He's struggling. He was always going to fall back, right? George is 1.6 seconds. So Oh my gosh, Max Verstappen off again. So go on then. The gap between Max and Lando, 1.6 seconds. If a Lando, tread with care, sir. That's all I'm going to say to you. Do you know what I mean? Tread with care. Max with another mistake. Bloody Nora. So go on then. 24 laps remaining of this 62 lap race, Singapore. George Russell. Domination, eh? 136.2 last tour. 25 laps in dirty air. Aussie. Asui. Made it just in time. Go on then, Crackersaw. It's going to get techie, mate. It is going to get techie between Max and Lando. I think. Well, you know what, Lando, go for it, mate. Like, have your fill, sir. Max Verstappen, another deletion. He's got to be careful here. Black and white's inevitable now at this stage for Max. I think he's struggling with tyres, is Mr. Verstappen, since he pitted so bloody early. What was it, lap 20? Oof, one can drive behind Max until eternity. I think we're going to have drama. Max falling soon into Lando's DRS way. Catching is one thing though, chat, and passing is another. Did I confess the other day to never having been to Silverstone Grand Prix? I've never been to a race in person, is the honest truth. But I've spent far too many hours around Silverstone as a circuit and spent far too much money on it. And no, I've never been to an F1 Grand Prix. Seen loads of F1 cars drive on road, been to loads of Red Bull home runs and loads of Goodwood Festival of Speeds. So I've seen lots of F1 cars in the wild, but never seen them go around their natural habitat, is the truth. Good luck. James is still learning, I see. Please help, says Max. Rear is like a handbrake. Please help, Kaori. By him, it's not the tyres, it's his gearbox. He can't slow for corners properly. Oh, far from ideal, especially when you've got a Lando Norris bearing down on you. 1.5 seconds is the delta. 23 laps remaining. Projection, 1 lap's time. Last tour, oh my gosh, last time round, Max Verstappen was 0.3 slower than Lando. Oh, the humanity. Can he do it, chat? Go on, another vote. Oh my gosh, oh, the humanity, Lando. Far be it for you to be struggling in the dirty air, mate. Do you know what I mean? Giving you 70% of you said Oscar is being sabotaged by his stick. That's nasty work from me, isn't it, Easy G? Sabotage. What do we need? Quite an ordeal. I've been there twice and I think I'm done. Too much of an introvert. I hear you, Neil. I don't think I think I'm a bit introverted as well. An ambivert or whatever they call it. Who's going to get P2? Let me know. Russell has one. 20 to 1's worth of Russell. Insane. Oscar's revenge arc could be something. 1.6 second of delta between your second place driver in Max and your third place driver. Oh, wow. We have ourselves a problem, Houston. Do you see this? Do you see this track map here now? So George Russell can't even keep up with Lance Stroll, and they need to make that overtake forthwith, lest he wants for Max Verstappen to take advantage. But look beyond Lance. George Russell can't get He can't get on. Oh my gosh, chaos. So George Russell can't get on Lance's gearbox. Behind George Russell are fire-breathing dragons in Maximilian Verstappen and Lando Norris. George needs to get close enough to Lance Stroll on his gearbox to bring out the blue flags. But Lando Norris's attention is starting to wane as well, isn't it? Look at that. 2.4 seconds is the delta. Just looking at George. 6 seconds now for Oscar. He's gaining. Because the reason why he's gaining, he's got this big bloody DRS train in front of him, hasn't he? Lando almost dropped it. Be careful, Lando. You've got to. Oh, there you go. Russell's nailed Lance Stroll. Fair play. So got a gap between Max and George. 4.6. Get Crofty. Crofty's been watching some Nordschleife. Says, do away with blue flags. Lance Strolovic says dynamite. 2.5 seconds delta. Chill out, Lando. Lando's attention span is wavering. Again, per usual. That won't be the last mistake that he makes this race. Standard. But then to be fair, Max is making mistakes as well, eh? So, got to be consistent in my criticism, lest I wish to be deemed an anointed an F1 abbot of unreason. Where's the safety? I imagine, Joe, I predicted that there would be one. The trend is your friend until there's a bend. 2024 was the first race around here where we didn't have one. And this may be the second. Six seconds still the delta between Lando and Piastri. It's turning into the Nordschleife, right? The Nordschleife, excuse me. And that your advantage. Go on, Alex. Chill out, mate. Alonso nails. Look at Alonso up into 12th. Bloody Nora. Starting from the pits. That's not bad from Alex. If you can get into the points, that will be a result, a true showing of the Williams' progress and therefore pace. Might be Bravida Pitt's a real hero, GP. He's not bad, is he? Kaori says, oof, Alex. Let's go, Oscar, get in there. 6 seconds there. Less than 6 seconds between the McLaren pairing. 5.8 as at the last tour. T minus 20 laps remaining. Incoming. You're right, Remco. That's what George said. It's too hot, too humid. 71% humidity around here. Track temperature 34.1. Ambient temperature 29 degrees Celsius. So mistakes are going to start coming in now. Maybe, therefore, I had it wrong at the outset. The risk of the safety car was back loaded and not front, maybe. Ten to sub 6. Wow, I mean, the reason why Oscar's closing the gap, right, is by dint of Max holding up Lando. Have I got that right? Max says the car is undrivable. Oh my God. Oscar is pissed. Oscar is fuming. I don't know what to do right now. You do whatever you think is best. 3.4 seconds the delta between George and Max. Oh, the humanity. George is fuming. You do whatever you think is best. Done with the nonsense. Finish me. Miss me with this papaya coloured rules nonsense. I don't care. Every time it's Lando that needs a favour, I'm there to do the favour. This season, at least. He's giving me bloody morsels in the sprint. I don't care. Safety car. It's Australian accent. Oh, fudge cake. Matt's now gapping Lando. Oh, it's techie. It is techie. He's done with McLaren. 100%. Here's your safety car potentially. Unless Sauber can't. Hulkenberg keeps it moving. He'll be all right. Fudge. I think this race is bubbling, you know. I think something's going to happen. Hulkenberg mistake. 1,100 of you watching Kakoni, do me a favour and smash the like. This is going to get techie, this is. I'm convinced now. It feels like something is brewing. Lest we forget Max is on older hard compound tyres than is Lando. Oh my gosh, that was a big mistake. Very nearly. OJP's not interested. Leave me alone. You do whatever you want to do. Don't even talk to me. I feel like you lot are against me and it's going to get beefy here. Oscar's fuming. Oscar is fuming. Look at this. Here's the blue flags. George Russell. Look at where George is here. He's working his way through those, George. Already navigated his way past Gasly and Ocon. And he's keeping the gap quite nicely as well. 3.6 is the delta between top step of the podium in George Russell of Kingsley and Norfolk and Maximilian Verstappen. 3.6 seconds. That's why when I capitalise on this. The raw marbles. It's gonna. You can feel this bubbling, chat. This is coming to the foray. Oscar's going to be a menace. I want to see him on the podium. So you see the awkward interaction. You're not going to see it, are you? Oh, you know where you're going to get awkward interaction from? It's a shame. I mean, I don't want to wish bad on George because he's been brilliant all race weekend. But it's a shame that you don't get a podium of Max, Oscar and Lando. No one would want to talk to each other. You just have Max and Oscar talking to each other and Lando would be just on the side. But you're going to get a bit of Lando-Max awkwardness as Max will kiki up with George more than he will Lando. Oh my gosh. Blue flags, blue flags. Okay. T-minus 17 laps left on the docket. I've enjoyed this, chat. You guys have kept me occupied. The race has kept us busy. 3.9 seconds is the delta between first and second in King George Russell of Kingsley and Norfolk and Maximilian Verstappen fourth, some say soon to be four-time champion. Lando and Norris in third, Piastri in fourth, Charles Leclerc, Antonelli, Lewis Hamilton, Lawson, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Elpran Alonso. See out your point scoring positions. Oh my God, here comes Lando in DRS. He has got DRS. It's a very good spot. 0.7 is the delta between Lando. Good luck, Lando. Good luck, mate. You put a wheel down at, you put a wheel up the inside of Max Verstappen here at your peril, good sir. If we were to get a podium, we don't have a cool down route. Oh yeah, true. But a heat up route, yeah. It's a good fud. Max has problems. It's complicated now. He does have problems all over. Oh my gosh, Lando is really close. But oh my gosh, as Lewis pits. Forget that, Crofty. Lando's proper close. Look at that. The delta between the second and third driver, now 0.6. Lando Norris has DRS and he'll want to get that second place. But if you try Mad Max in this mood, bearing in mind what's happened over the past 24 hours, Lando, you might just want to wrap it up, chap. You might just want to wrap it up and take you third place. I think you're just going to have another Austria all over again. It's that there is a sense of injustice from Max Verstappen. Be smart here, Lando Norris. If indeed you want to close the gap, remember 25, 18, 15 are the points that the top three will accrue. Oh, shit. All eyes on Lando and Max here. This is going to end in tears. I can just feel it. Something's going to happen here. 15 laps of this, Max. How do you like your F1? Senna, Prost, Hamilton, Rosberg and Piastri. Norris, only a matter of time. Is true. It's a matter of when and not if this was going to happen. 0.6. Oh, that's just going to have to navigate the back markers nicely here. So go on then. If we stay as we are, Lando Norris would have closed a 25-point gap down to 22. It's not enough, is it? Oscar will be happy with this. All told, when he sees the broader context and takes a step back from the F1 wood to see the F1 trees, this isn't a bad showing from Oscar. He'll be all right. He won't be too pleased at the way he's been treated. Again, the gap between Lando now 0.4 and Maximilian Verstappen. Bloody Nora. Oscar needs to get through this traffic. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the gap between Oscar and Lando, 3.5 seconds as near as makes no difference for third. My head hurts. It's Lando and it's Max, isn't it? Lando Norris still in the DRS, getting big in Max Verstappen's. We have 8 cars within 10 seconds. Massive following. It's like starting in a race in the middle of the... I'll just go away. I don't want to hear anything. Fudge. So weird race this. Boring and exciting at the same time. It's very, very weird. T-minus 14 laps left on the docket. Per Murray Walker, the legend that is, catching is one thing, passing is another. Brundle says the MO for Lando needs to be pressure. As Lewis Hamilton goes purple, what? 133.8. Oh, the humanity's got soft. Oh yeah, true. Crofty makes a good point there. That he's got DRS to help him. He's had DRS to help him as Max, but now he hasn't got DRS. So only now will Lando Norris be able to get the true net effect, net upside of some proper DRS now that Max does not have it. This is boring, Classic. I don't know about that, chap. This is chaos. Max at 900s now. Go on then. So Max is currently 5.9 seconds adrift of King George Russell. "13 laps remaining. Liam Lawson comes into the pits. The delta between Norris and Verstappen, 0.7. Flipping Nora. I think Lando's going to need more than this. Got who have you got? 79% of you are backing Max Verstappen for P2. You know, the moment of this Grand Prix is when they come out the cars. I want to see how Lando interacts with Max and vice versa. I think Max will just look for George to talk to. But I think we've got a lot of racing still. Come on, Max. Never wanted Max to stay ahead like today's sedan. It's chaos. It's techie, this. It is techie. Lap 50. 12 laps remaining. Ted Kravitz talking the trend is your friend until there's a bend. Chat as far as Oscar's concerned. You don't touch, Ted Kravitz. But the cars aren't supposed to touch. That's the rule. Papaya rules is thou shalt not touch. And Lando Norris touch. Okay, so it's an incidental touch. It's not the biggest thing in the world. But Oscar's like, well, hang on. What's going on here? Them's the rules. It is gloves off. It is gloves off. They're going to crash, aren't they? Now that the constructors is over, McLaren crashes incoming aplenty. Not this race, but going forward. Russell lightly PT'd? No, I don't think so, mate. I think Russell's got this nailed. The gap between first and second in George and Max, 5.815 seconds. I think George has nailed this, and deservedly so. That pole lap yesterday, I mean, not half bad. Canadian pole was not dissimilar, eh? George Russell leads from Max Verstappen, 5.5 seconds in the delta. Lando Norris, 0.7. It's not going anywhere. Cabrits is British and biased. Cameron Papaya Wars started in Singapore. Let's go, Drawbar. Let's go. If Tsunoda gets past Hajar and Sainz, my Red Bull bet is still on. Oh wow, Lando's coming for it, eh? 0.6, no longer 0.7, and Lando's got DRS, and there's no one in front of Max to help him with DRS. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 0.5, half a second is the delta. Lando's going for it here. Max Verstappen is going to struggle on these tyres. Oh no, please don't crash. Lando, you have to know what's coming for you, sir. I feel like Max is the Venus flytrap and Lando is the fly, and he needs to realise this, right? Context is key. Given the past 24 hours and their interactions during qualifying, I think if I were Will Joseph, I would come over the radio and just say to Lando, we will remember. Because those were Max's words yesterday. He won't have forgotten in 24 hours. And if you think you're going to put a wheel up the inside of Max Verstappen, up the inside or outside, bearing in mind the events of the past 24 hours, that Max will still feel aggrieved, rightfully or wrongly, then you've got another thing coming, Lando. Do you know what I mean? Has Lando got more to lose than Max? He's closer in the championship, isn't he? He needs every point that he can get. He needs to make clean air because Max won't. Crofty saying that they need to give that man a contract if your name is George Russell. I think Lando forgot how to overtake. 1.5 seconds is how much he needs, generally. I would love to bag on Lando around here, but he's been flipping. The only thing that you can say about Lando or race is where was this in quali, mate? Rapid around it. Just a beautiful drive from Max until now. 100%. Max versus Lando is helping Russell just relax. 100%. 100%. George is just there easing down now. 0.6 is the delta between the second place Verstappen and the third place Lando Norris. I'm nervous, chat. Is Max actually going to use his teammate? Maybe. Oh my gosh, Lando Norris looking around the outside. Oh my gosh, this is going to happen, isn't it? Lando Norris 0.5. So he needs, go on then. He's going to have to, he's slippery, isn't he? The rear's got no grip whatsoever for Max. This is going to be a god tier drive. T minus 10 laps remaining. It's a lot, isn't it? Here, I think Lando may be close-ish to the 1.5 second delta that he needs to pull a maneuver. The Revenge of the Sith. It feels like that, doesn't it? That we need some Star Wars music. McLaren will take the constructors, of course. All they need is one driver on the podium and they'll get it. Flipping Nora. 12.50. 0.6 is the delta now. Ad infinitum. Go on then, Yuki. Oh no! Yuki, just let them both go. Why is Yuki doing so stupid? Oh my. Oh my gosh. Did Brundle say that Lando knows he can trust Max? Max will do you over, mate. Don't trust Max. Max will see to you, fella. Piastri's getting close. Look at that. 2 seconds adrift. But it's going to become a weird DRS train, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Lance Stroll is adapt. Yeah, my mediums feel like they're on 100 laps old. He's such a clown. What a clown show Lance Stroll is. It's Bartoletto, mate. Do you want to just crack on, chap? He's a rookie. Do you want to have a go? Do you want to moan? Lance Stroll just moans at every... Just go and play tennis, mate. Do you know what I mean? Alcaraz will help you, I'm sure. Lance Stroll. Go on, and the gap between Max and Lando, 1 second. That will help Max. Because again, for every time that Lando has a go and he's unsuccessful, eats into the time left. It's one less opportunity. Piastri now bearing down on the gearbox of Lando Norris. Kind of. Not yet. Soon to be. 4.3 seconds is the delta. As near as makes now. Yuki most likely. Yuki, man. He had an opportunity there. I know, I'm encouraging Yuki Tsunoda's score degree. Of course I am. Bloody Nora. Surely. Surely. Do you want to drive next year, Yuki, or nah? What are we doing here? Mayhem settings incoming. Easy G. And breathe. What are they talking about? Lewis for? Okay, so Lewis has done well, of course. There's a drive of the day poll that needs to go up, but my eyes are hooked to this TV. It's not visible, but then seconds. 1 second. Is Max about to get out of DRS hell? Maybe. 1.041. Critical. Okay, runners and riders. T-minus 8 laps remaining as we round third base. George Russell has the whip hand. Dominant all race weekend. Some say that dude could be the next one after Maximilian Verstappen. 4 some say soon to be 5. Time shortly thereafter. Maximilian Verstappen 5.9 seconds adrift of George. A second now behind him. Outside of Lando Norris's DRS is Maximilian Verstappen. That's critical to decide the second place, man. Oscar Piastri behind Lando Norris. Set 3.1 seconds now. Holy smoke, it's coming down, isn't it? Get Piastri and Lando on the same piece of tarmac. Please, racing gods. Antonelli in 5th. Leclerc in 6th. Lewis Hamilton on soft compounds in 7th. Alonso, Behrman, Isaac Hadjar completes your point scoring positions. Oh, the humanity. I mean, this is... So they switch it. Ferrari just pull a switch. I'm stressed. Let's take a minute to acknowledge King George. King George Russell has been chef's kiss. This is coming out party, isn't it? This is his 2016 Brazil equivalent. He's not been too bad here as the fella. I don't hate it. Alonso driver of the day. We'll get a driver of the day vote after this, but I can't take my eyes off this for now. I'm riveted. Set 0.7. So Lando Norris is back within the DRS for crying out loud. Max's tyres are finished. And he's not got DRS till he gets around to Behrman, who's down the road now. So this is peak times. Peak oil F1 theory. Neil, it's chaos, mate. It's chaos. Chaos is a ladder. I love that Crackosaurus. I can't remember where it's from, mate, but Chaos is a ladder. Game of Thrones. Hamilton going to finish 6th. Well, he's going to have a nibble at Antonelli, but good luck, mate. .6. Go on, Max. I need for Max to nail this. True value and objectivity, Cameron. What happened to that, though? I'm invested in Max getting this. I feel like he deserves it. The car's been a... You know they say about... Come on, Max, you wily old fox. Keep him behind you, mate. 6 laps left. Watch up. No pace for Piastri. He's not getting close yet. He should be closer than that, shouldn't he, Oscar? This isn't his track. Game of Thrones. Little finger settings, cracker sauce, I remember. I'm partial for a cheeky proverb, especially one as good as that. Cases of that. In a weird way, this was an I've loved it, Mango. I'm not even going to tell any lies. I know it's not for everyone, and subjectivity is always going to be a thing. But if it's suspenseful like this, and I don't know, in the final stages, the dying embers... Norris is the Joffrey of F1, entitlement central. If I don't know who's going to P2 it in the final 5 laps, then I'm invested. There's no going to sleep around here. Behrman doing great. Do me a favour, if you like the stream, chat, like the stream. It's about to get techie over the course of the next 5 laps. I think Max has got it, chat. I agree with 79%. If you, although his tyres aren't going to get any fresh over the next 5, they're not. Ultimate McLaren rules. If Norris will get track limits, oof. I mean, mistakes as well abound. I almost think that having Max in front of him keeps... I think it keeps Lando's eye on the prize, right? I think Lando probably would have made another mistake like he did last year. But for Max being in front of him, this sucked, Yas 23. Behave. Race is frustrating. Banter, great. You're a legend, Jamie. Winterfell. That is brilliant. Wow, George is managing 6.1 seconds down the road from Max. Go on then. The gap between Max and Lando, 0.7 last tour. Oh, the humanity, 0.8 now. Back within the DRS, but Lando can't do anything, can he? Max has had it in the bag too long. 38. It's difficult to overtake around here. But Lando's doing a good job. To be fair to Lando, if we're playing balanced games, he's doing a really, really good job of keeping Max honest, right? And keeping F1 eyes. Oh my gosh. Crofty saying debrief settings as far as McLaren is concerned. Oh, the humanity. It's going to get techie and techie thinks I'm here for it, chat. I'm here for it. Excuse me. Lando no tiene huevos. Lando no huevos. That's very mean. Lando tiene huevos. No hacer. Oh dear. He's got it, hasn't he, this Max fella? He's done all right as this Max fella. Nailed it. So Russell found the snake in his boots and got a move on. 5.8 seconds down the road as he's managing. 3 laps left on the docket. 60 are in the books. Be happy for whomever. I don't hate that error unknown. I don't hate it. You're a legend, Vincenzo. I appreciate you, sir. So George gets no attention, is it? 100%. See, he's not been bad, right? But you've got 2 flipping warring fire-breathing dragons behind him. I know. 0.4. Lando is closer. Oof. Look how close Lando is. This is his last stand, isn't it? Cameron, give some George some credit. But I'm candidate. Could Hamilton snatch fifth? I don't think so. Candidate. So Lewis Hamilton hopium there. 3 seconds in the delta between Antonelli and Lewis. Oh, and Lewis has lost brakes. Go on then, just flipping all eyes on P2A. Max Verstappen's just done something there, and it feels like Nando's made a mistake. The gap goes up to a second. Hanging on for DRS is Lando Norris, just barely. What's the issue with caps? A lot of people are doing it, I think. Yeah, I mean, express yourself sometimes if you want to use caps lock. I know lots of people say caps lock is rude. I'm not that way inclined. It's basic etiquette. No caps. I didn't know. I'm too old. John. Point. Look at this. 4.8 is the delta. Nando's going to have another go. Looking at the track, though. Oh, yeah. There's no DRS. There's no DRS for Max. But look at Oscar is bearing down now. 2.2 is the delta. Oscar Piastri has entered the chat with 2 laps remaining. Bloody Nora. It took him long enough to wake up. Oscar. Where have you been, sir? Who's that driver in the number 81 car? And what have you done with Oscar Piastri? For the last 3 races we've been witnessing Sir Lewis slowly dissemble the ethos of Charles Leclerc. The Tifosi may have to rethink their allegiances. You think so, Easy? Don't know about that, chap. 47 points the delta in the driver's standing between Lewis and Charles, and they're in the same car. I'm not sure that that's true, sir. I'm not sure. 0.8. See you guys. I'll find another channel. Good luck to you, Michael. I hope you're right, mate. It is what it is. Dude, I'm way old. I don't know about that, John Carr. I'm 500,000 years old, me. Swapperoonie. Not the best race, Neil. Not the best race, Venadir, but not the worst. They swapped them. Colt LH will be none too pleased. Swapped them around. Charles Leclerc has the whip hand. EC, talk to me nicely, sir. What now? I suppose it wasn't Lucy's fault that his brakes stopped working. Yeah, Kaori, not nice. I think George is currently the best English driver out of all of the English drivers. I think he might be the best driver in the grid, not named Max Verstappen, over the course of a season. I think George is easily the second best driver, challenging for Max his top spot. Oof, back in DRS, 0.7. Final lap. Lando's not going to do it. Lucy's losing massive amounts of time. 1000%. It's painful. Pure 100% quality content. You're a legend, Tony. Thank you, coming in chat. Well done, Sir Russell. Out flipping standing. Tony, you're too kind as always, so I appreciate you, mate. Well, Lewis didn't let Charles pass last week, true. Final lap. George has nailed it here. Not bad. 0.7 again. Still the delta between your second place, Max Verstappen, and Lando Norris. I might hang around for a couple of minutes. I want to see them get out the car. Fight. Bravo, George. Careful, mate. Don't yeet it into the pit wall. Russell, Verstappen, Norris. You know, the joke is, I think it was beef before for Max. Yeah, you high-five each other, Stella and Zach Brown. Let Oscar Piastri see this and watch. Yeah, no, it's going to get chaotic. None too happy. Oscar has every right to be fuming. Mark Webber, can you go and have a conversation with Toto Wolff and see if there's any room at the Mercedes Inn? Can't be asked if this. OJP is not going to be loving this. He's not going to like this at all. There is no fighting in F1. George Russell over the radio. Can't. Yes, mate. Well done. No. That I don't hate it. Georgie's not bad, Russellby. Give that man a contract. So go on then, chap. Made it for 2 years ago when he was tracking third, wasn't he? And then he yeeted it into the barrier. You guys tell me driver of the day. Yeah, but nobody wants to celebrate your bloody constructors now. Underwhelming. Congrats, McLaren. Fair play to them, McLaren. Ugh. Oh, dear. You guys let me know the driver of the day. I'm keen to hear this. Lando. Oh, no. Oh, no. I tell you what's happened. Here's from my experience in karting. I think Max and Lando will want to talk to each other cordially after they both experience the dynambers of that Grand Prix together, going head to head and toe to toe. They want to talk about it. It's only you've been in the helmet for like 2 hours, as near as makes the difference. So you come out, you just want to talk to, oh, that overtake. Oh, you nearly had me around the outside, but I weren't going to let you go up there. Using all caps in a super chat is good etiquette. If Cam's cool with it, legends, whatever, Joe, mate. Do you know what I mean? You're too kind as always, mate. It's lost in the roundings terms of art. I barely noticed, my eyes are so bad. Drive the day or Carlos George or Carlos Sainz. That's a good shout, Carlos. Go on then. As we round fourth, George Russell wins, dominant victory, 5.4 seconds down the road from Maximilian Verstappen. Lando Norris takes third, final step of the podium. Oscar Piastri in fourth, but he won't be too pleased at that, will he? Love to be a fly on the wall at the McLaren debrief. Antonelli. Oh my gosh, Lewis 5-second penalty. Oh yeah, of course. Just give Lewis all the penalties, eh? Visual legend. Toto isn't happy. This is an expensive race for him. George to win was the only one that came in. I mean, what price did he get though, Visual? Bloody Nora. I seen 20s pre-race weekend. That's a big picture. Alonso, yeah. Alonso will overtake. I think they'll give him a... I think they'll penalise Lewis, they say. Too much H for Lando. Caps has been more exciting than this Grand Prix. Much love, legends. Camis did. Oh, John, you're too kind. What's that done to the championship? I think the key point, 18, 15, 12. Okay, 63 points is the delta now between Max and OJP. It's too big, isn't it? You almost needed Lando to... Oh, look at this. Let's see. Let's see the interaction, chat. That's... You guys thought it was a sneeze fest? I don't know, chat. What are we doing here? I didn't think it was a sneeze fest. Hit the T-pose. He needs to hit the T-pose, doesn't he? With that fluorescent... There he is. There he is with the T-pose. Classic King George. Get in the cool-down room. Max Verstappen comes to salute George because he realises that was not a bad drive. The King George Russell of Kings Lynn, Norfolk. Swagger. It's a thing, isn't it? George, a.k.a. Crackosaurus. It's so cringe. Easy G. I mean, if you put... It's not cringe if you put a performance down like that. I'd say George's driver of the day, but Max just kept the car behind 62 laps. Yeah, no, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. He won't get it though. Go on then. Interaction between Lando and Max. Yeah, let me see. Is it awkward? I think Max wants to have a chat, but who's gonna initiate it? Not Max, not Lando. It's going to sit on the bloody thing. When George comes over, then they'll be, oh my God, they're actually not talking, are they? Flipping Nora. Lando looks like he wants to have a chat. Who's George gonna kiki with? This is a bit awkward. Lando, the most hated driver. Lando holding up number 1. What is this? Alonso got driver of the day, yeah? Don't hate that. Wasn't bad. Lando and George talking. Max is left as the odd man out. No cooldown room. Oh, fuck. What's that about? Max with a broken car outwits both McLaren. Max is actually a chill guy. I think he's just a racer, isn't he? 60,000 Joe Man, the rest 60,000 coming soon, and 100,000 coming shortly thereafter. In the end, drive the day, Alonso. I don't hate it. Go on then, I'll hang around for this. I want to react. No cooldown room though. Fudge! What a missed opportunity, chat. Oh, I'm going. Zach Brown started talking. We better not hear from McLaren before 100% Kaori. I'm gone. It just gone. Oh, great. Can you spell The Office US? Oh, it's a missed opportunity. Well, I'm going to run away. Reaction video coming soon, I promise. Because that's Jensen asked the question. Oh, no, he's not going to, is he? Just going to dance around the subject. Jensen Button is no David Frost. He's whatever. Just not. Why are the two of them up there interviewing? Oh, because it's the constructor. Yeah, I'm going. I don't want to hear about the constructors. I want to hear them talk about Oscar Piastri, McLaren. Bittersweet a little bit. Lando, yeah, you sit on the floor, chap. Do you know what I mean? Good race, fella. But you, does Lando looks stressed? He's looking at somebody that knows a little bit about insomnia. Lando looks like the pressure's getting to him. And it's not a joke. You're a legend, Cracker Sauce. I appreciate you so massively. To the moon and back. Right, I'm going. Reaction video coming shortly, I promise. We'll go live for the Sunday night show. As always, at 8 PM British. In T-5 hours time. Cringeworthy. Constructors. Who gives a fudge? Of course the staff do, because that's how they get all their bonuses. Fair play to them. But I care not for it. Legends, each and every single one of you. If you like the stream, then like the stream on your way out. We'll catch you in a couple of hours and a couple of minutes even for the reaction video. Between now and then, the prosecution rests. No further questions, Your Honour. Ugh, Zach Brown, get away.